And that's the problem, man. That's the problem. Why don't you just get yourself a good set of Sony? Right here, pal. What's wrong with Sony? Nothing. Nothing. Well, then why would it be a hard pass or something? Like, hey, but you don't have to hard pass. It's like, no, I prefer, no, not a hard pass. Okay, I prefer my Apple right after. Because I have Apple account. I have Apple under. I have Apple stock. Pretty much. You know, what I'm saying to me, when you plug these in, pal, you know what? They never go out. How about that? He's never go out. How about that? How about a nice pair of spin eyes? How about that? But you can't know for them. I mean, because they go out on you every day. But you see this every day, just for getting it, forget the sharp. Yeah? It's 40 months long. It is, because I took it with me. Yeah. Trying to get out of here. Yeah. Yeah. So it's right now. Okay. Let's go out following that. Oh, these just one there. And I got these just because of the gift. These are 5 years old. Before that, the other one's 20. 20 years. It's so long. They crap out on you 3 days out of 5. It's not your, hey, it's not your fault. It's just a bad brand. I'm better.
Will you ever forget to charge your phone? I mean, those things are as important now. More important than your phones is as to do with your livelihood.
No question. You are exactly. How about a nice person?
And the other door inside. What's going on, man?
All right, Eddie. All right, Jeff, bring him up, Jeff. Here we go.
If Nick starts, the Bears win. If Justin Fields starts, they lose. And then another thing, Prescott was really good last night. Mississippi State drafted two of the upcoming great quarterbacks, I think, that in San Diego, Junior and Josh Allen, Wyoming, and I believe Oregon, you know? What is it? And then Prescott was drafted 132nd, I believe. What is it on these smaller schools that bring out these great quarterbacks all the time? When they get that school, they're bust.
Justin Fields is not a bust, and Nick Foles stinks. You watched it last year. Nick Foles.
Yeah, he won a Super Bowl, and he didn't start the year.
Them hoes say that nigga cold as hell. Fuck what the punks talking about. I wanna get up with that big ball of big. Plus niggas feeling what I'm on as well. Plus got my mom.
That first team, and I'll give it to you, he needs a Tariq Cohen with full one because when he won the Philly, they had this set back, and they had all the guys shuffling down in the middle for a nice little 5 or 6, 7-yard kickoff. And I'm not sure what's wrong with Tariq Cohen, but that's been a disaster too. How can he outthrow a year and a half now? I mean, what's going on with the guy? I don't hear up his side.
That's a great question.
Well, one thing he hurt his knee. I appreciate the call, man. That was last season. He hadn't even been out a year.
That was last year.
It was just about a year.
We saw him at a high school tournament, correct? And he looked like he was okay. He's walking, right? Yeah. But now he's out for how many more weeks now? 4 or 5? He's out on the pup list. That's 8, right? They have to see.
I think he's got 8 weeks. He's got.
Not good. That's the difference between a win and a loss, by the way. It's not. But it does add team speed, yes.
He is on almost a year since his injury. He tore his ACL, and it's been almost a year, guys. In August, it was 11 months, so that means September's a year. So we're past a year.
There you go. Got injured early last season.
3-1-2-3-3-2-3-7-7-6. So everything is on
The table for Matt next, including all the quarterbacks. Hey,
basically everything on the table. Here's what he had to say about the quarterback.
They're all three under consideration right now, in regards to where they're at. So we'll just have to kind of see the next couple of days where they're all at. Where Nick's at health-wise, but we just want to keep an eye on Justin and Andy, and then for us to stay on that and make sure that we have a plan for any of those.
How do you go about correcting things, Matt?
I'll go to more than just one person, and I go to people that I know are going to be honest in all parts of it, not just what they think that I want to hear, because I respect the honesty, and sometimes it's, as you know, it's not always somebody that's in the building. It could be other places too, but for a lot of times it is those in the building, because they're in the trees, they're in the woods with you when you're going through all this. So I always just want to make sure that, like, if you keep it super simple, what is the best thing for the Bears to be successful? I'll always keep it at that and leave it there. And if whatever needs to be done, will be done.
Yeah, I just wouldn't tell anybody that. I mean, because if I'm an assistant coach with him in an offensive room, like, what about me? Like, I'm glad that you're looking elsewhere to find someone else that has a 50,000-foot view of the Bears. But, hey, man, I'm telling you, maybe you should do this, and you're not listening. You're not listening to me. I don't know what Bill Lazor's saying in there, but I just know whoever gives you advice, if you're still going to do like my way or the highway offensively, then you're not going to grow.
Let's also not forget, and again, there's been a million coaches that have come back from getting fired, but Juan Castillo, offensive line coach, he was out of the league. He was a consultant in college. Clancy Barone, I think the tight end coach, I believe he was out of the league. Bill Lazor, fired, didn't have a job. And he let East go, who many say is the best offensive line coach in the sport. For whatever reason, I don't know. I know Terry coaches really hard, and some people don't like that. But the guy has cranked out a ton of outstanding NFL players in college. So I don't know. I don't know how good that is. Because we got an inexperienced DC. So go back to the phones. Mark's in DC. He's there. Hey, Mark, what's up, man?
Hey, Jay, there's so much over your guys' show today to take in. First of all, what did I say about Nick Foles? Better than Justin Fields or the name of Nick Foles? That's crazy stuff. But what I called about mainly was, I went back and I looked at the film from Andy Reid's Kansas City Chiefs against the Browns in Week 1 this year. Andy Reid was playing 6-7 blockers. And Patrick Mahomes, arguably one of the greatest NFL quarterbacks currently active, or just one, in the top, at least in the top 3 or 4 best quarterbacks currently active, and he's playing 6 or 7 blockers for him. So why, in God's name, is he playing 5 blockers for almost the entire game for a rookie quarterback? And secondly, I hear a lot of chirping from Jimmy Graham on Twitter. I thought this clubhouse had a great culture. I thought this clubhouse was held together by Matt Nagy, who's a culture guy. Jimmy Graham seems to do a whole lot of chirping when he's not making his block because he's too busy running his route. I saw, and I was talking about this with Berlusconi on Twitter, good follow. I know he's on your show sometimes.
Yeah.
The tight end, Cole Kmet and Jimmy Graham, multiple times last week, ran their route instead of picking up on a pass rusher to block. Listen, blocking is your #1 job when you have a rookie quarterback behind you. I don't know what your route is. If you see a guy open that's running towards your quarterback, you make the block.
But let me
I don't want to hear this chirping by Jimmy Graham on Twitter.
Okay, let me just correct you on something. You're upset about 5-man protection. Percentage of Justin Fields dropbacks on Sunday with 5-man protection was 60.6%. Percentage of all rookie dropbacks over the last 2 seasons that featured 5-man protection, those teams averaged 70% 5-man protection. You can have problems with the game plan at Pro Football Focus Road. The 5-man protection in and of itself was not one. I'm not saying our offensive line is good enough to hold up. It's not. But just simply saying that's the only reason. That game plan, not moving and not running screens, not running anything to try and slow down a pass rush, that's a way bigger problem.
I know people are putting everything on Nagy, and I think that the majority of the blame should go to him. However, it's all personnel as well. That's where you get the pace, and then you get to the players executing. It was all of a loss. I mentioned the defense as well. The defense did not get the takeaway. They were able to get to the quarterback, and they held their own the best they could until the bottom fell out in the second half. They did the best they could. That game, I would say, Cap, that was a game that we've always seen, but we've never seen offensive ineptitude that bad. We have never seen it that bad. And so, what happens on Sunday? He's got 3 plays in the air, make it seem like that Dalton's available. Dalton will not be available. Would both start on Sunday? No shot.
Unless you tell me that Justin lied yesterday and said his hand is fine, no chance Foles to start. It's got to be good.
Got to be good.
Got it. You can't put him back on his face. Come on. More of your Bears calls and a quick check-in with Chuck Garfien on the brawl in the Motor City yesterday in the White Sox.
We don't get along with the Tigers over the years. We just don't.
Not. So we will get to that and your calls rolling along here on Cascade. You're back in
Chicago's home for sports.
Watch the show on Twitch. Follow ESPN 1000 Chicago.
Runner on, one away. Sox lead by a run. Pitch in the dirt. Jose takes off for second and a hard slide, and he's out. Tagged out, and he's having an argument with Goodrum, and the benches have emptied. Benches have cleared. Everybody headed towards second base. Pushing and shoving. Bullpens have emptied. And this is starting to look real here as everybody's jockeying for position right behind second base. Jose is being held by Gavin Sheets away from the scrum. And now it looks as though cooler heads have prevailed, but they're all still together right behind second base.
So it got a little dicey in the Motor City yesterday. And Jose Abreu, none too pleased to get hit for the 21st time. 21 times. Enough of that. Enough of that. And Tony was not a happy man after it. Chuck Garfien joins us now. And Chuck's brought to you by Hawk Auto. Find your next car at hawkauto.com. Chuck, good morning. Tony was not a happy man. We'll play him at the press conference in a little bit, but what was your takeaway from yesterday? Did it surprise you it got that heated?
Well, it was only a matter of time, and I look at that situation with the Tigers. They were at the wrong place. They were in the wrong place at the wrong time, because I've been saying for at least a couple of weeks, the last few times that Abreu was getting hit, I'm like, Jose needs to stand up for himself, not just run the first base politely. Like, I remember when the Angels came to town, he got hit. I want him to, like, stare down people in the Angels dugout and be like, enough is enough. Teams are not trying to hit Abreu, but there's a sky report that says go up and in on him. Don't hit him, but go up and in on him. And I think why Tony's upset, well, certainly why I'm upset, and why Ozzie Guillen is upset, is that there's a lot of young pitchers in baseball, like Alex Lang yesterday, who frankly can't pitch up and in. They can't do it. They don't have control, good enough control, and you're going to keep hitting guys. He's been hit 21 times. This is 21 times with him not getting hit in April. So somewhere along the line, this sky report got picked up. He's been getting hit 21 times since May. By the way, the Indians have hit him 5 times. 5 times the Indians have hit him. I mean, if there was a team I want some retribution against, it's them. This is the Tigers' first time. And I think the Tigers didn't realize what they were getting themselves into when they hit Abreu, because he said enough is enough.
You know, this is when you need a Jim Parquet to throw up and in. There you go. Against the Tigers in 2000. You remember that, Chuck? A real brawl at Comiskey. You remember this, right? The blood ball.
Yeah, I do. But you know what? You know how I mentioned I mentioned that Brave got hit by the Angels. Well, remember when Mike Wright came in? He was your Jim Parquet.
Yeah.
He came in and he threw at Otani. That was all because of what they did against the Braves. I mean, this is not. There's a thread to all of this. And you know,
hey guys, Mark
the Tigers are meeting this weekend.
Hello, baseball fans.
Your attention, please.
The Tigers did the White Sox a favor to get them ready for the playoffs a little more, because this was just going to be a home series between the White Sox and the Tigers. Oh no, everyone's going to be dialed in. I'm not saying there's going to be maybe retribution this weekend, but Sox players are going to definitely be even more focused on those three games than they normally would be. So I thought that was that might be a subplot to what happened yesterday.
I agree with you, Chuck. It's almost like a refocusing for the White Sox. After a while, you just get hit over and over again, and then something has to be done. I like the aggressive slide by Abreu. I'm sure you did as well.
Yeah, and that was a legal slide. There was nothing wrong with it. And I think he wasn't necessarily looking for a fight. He was just trying to send a message. And then Nico Goodrum kind of stood there with his hands out. I don't know what he said. I can only go off his body language. He was kind of like, what's the deal? And then Lang that young pitcher kind of put himself in the middle of that, and that's the wrong thing to do. Yasmani Grandal was fired up. Tim Anderson was fired up. This was, and there was, as soon as he got hit, the White Sox dugout, there's a lot of chirping going on there. That's their leader. They've seen it happen. I mean, 21 times. It's easy to say 21 times. The man has been hit 21 times, and that just adds on. And it was just 2 times that I've had it, I'm doing something about it. I'm glad he did.
You see, you got a reflection there, don't you, Capo? Fox Sportsnet. You see this here?
Yeah.
The
14-6 White Sox back at 422 of 2000. 2 bench clearing balls, 11 ejections. Dude, it was insane.
I'm ready.
Very quickly, Chuck, the Carlos Rodon update, please. I know Tony said it was an okay side session. He's pitching tomorrow. Is that smart?
Yeah, I think it's smart. If you want to see if he's got something for the playoffs, this is going to be, all eyes are on him, and Russo put it, I think he said it's going to be a very interesting night, because what do they have? This is audition, I hate to say it, this is audition for the postseason. He said, obviously, his bullpen session went okay, you don't want to hear that, but we've got some shoulders for us that, what exactly is that? I don't know, but I don't think tomorrow night will dictate if he's in this playoff rotation. If he's not, it's on the plan B, whatever that's going to be.
Hey, man, have a great rest of your day, okay?
All right, see you guys.
There he is. That's our guy, Chuck Garvine from NBC Sports Chicago and ESPN 1000.
The Tigers, that was the difference of them. What they happened yesterday was just rekindled my fire against them.
From the Jim Parquet, we're all
And Robert Stick, remember that guy? Yeah. Pain in the ass for the Tigers 20 years ago?
Yeah, he was waving at the crowd and his ear on and all that. Double bird down like we like.
Here's Tony after the game yesterday when
This is what you're doing every time you buy a ticket for the lottery. But here's something very base. The word pandemic actually comes from a Greek.
Down for the same team, what it seems to be reality is just a dream. Out of eye, the colors that I wear is do or die. When I walk down the street, well, I meet evil in the sky. What's up? I told her 4-4 with hollow tips. Well, my mind telling me shut or not, I shut the bullet. What I represent, God only knows what lies for myself. Jealousy and hatred, niggas is out for my wealth. While I perish, living selfish for the rest of my life. Cause those who live wrong is bound to live a short life. Will money be the root of my destruction? Without the money, I can't even see me function.
Now there's nowhere for me to turn, there's nowhere for me to hide from reality. As complex as the situation gets, I remain, I maintain. Ain't that much strain to make me twist myself like Kurt Cobain. Oh shit, I don't believe this. Some niggas that I fuck with trying to pull a twist, but ain't that much twisted in existence. And this is how you show me love. It shows me exactly what money's capable of. Now is it the expenses that make you wanna catch me slipping and pay your visit? Cause this is for all my homies, for jackers only, from Twist to the fools in LA that know me. I'm back with the fifth of hit, corrupting the nigga dads on the mash again. Now there's nowhere for me to turn, there's nowhere for me to hide from reality. Now there's nowhere for me to turn, there's nowhere for me to hide from reality. I give it to you like it is. Got no time for no games in the world of madness. Will my composure be the same? Will my friends be around when they rest me in the ground? A lost soul, lost forever, never ever to be found. Life ain't what it seems, but a niggas full of schemes on the hunt full of cash. You wanna blast it for free? These sick bitches wanna get a nigga caught off for what? A simple nothing, a simple fuck. Daily living here since the penitentiary chances. This was in 1995, so I got 1995 ways.
You know, this is when you need a Jim Arcade to throw up and in. There you go. Here's the Tigers in 2000. You remember that, Chuck? A real brawl at Trubisky. You remember this, right?
Yeah, I do.
What happens on Sunday? He's got 3 plus years. We can see like adults available. Double not be available.
That's told me that Justin lied yesterday and said he can't sign. No chance.
Try me, leave them laying stiff if they ain't no IVs. They'll hold this record this fool, living life day and night, staying more than proof. Keep my quick get my mother running smooth. Then I'm on the nigga last like
yesterday in the West Side.
It's no rules when you cross my course. I'm not a hunter, but take a nigga out for sports. Don't resort to the day you could get me this, or you will
rolling along.
you resist the dismiss. The train deep from LONG, DEXCH, where the homeless gangsters speak. 21st was the worst turf on the earth. Yet I feel I was meant to represent the birth till I die. You wonder why it ain't no secret. Motherfucker best keep your languages shit.
One away. Sox lead by a run. Pitch in the dirt. Jose takes off for second and a hard slide and he's out. Back out and he's having an argument with Goodrum and the benches have emptied. Benches are clear. Everybody headed towards second base. Pushing and shoving. Bullpens have emptied. And this is starting to look real here as everybody's jockeying for position. Right behind second base. Jose is being held by Gavin Sheets away from the scrum. Now it looks as though cooler heads have prevailed, but they're all still together right behind second base.
So it got a little dicey in the Motor City yesterday. And Jose Abreu none too pleased to get hit for the 21st time. 21 times. Enough of that. Enough of that. And Tony was not a happy man after it. Chuck Rothfine joins us now. And Chuck's brought to you by Hawk Auto. Find your next car at hawkauto.com. Chuck, good morning. Tony was not a happy man. We'll play him at the press conference a little bit, but what was your takeaway from yesterday? Did it surprise you it got that heated?
Well, it was only a matter of time, and I look at that situation with the Tigers. They were at the wrong place. They were in the wrong place at the wrong time, because I've been saying for at least a couple of weeks, the last few times that Abreu was getting hit, I'm like, Jose needs to stand up for himself, not just run to first base politely. Like, I remember when the Angels came to town, he got hit. I want him to, like, stare down people in the Angels dugout and be like, enough is enough. Teams are not trying to hit Abreu, but there's a sky report that says go up and in on them. Don't hit them, but go up and in on them. And I think why Tony gets that, I'll tell you why I know that. Why I do that is that there's a lot of young pitchers in baseball, like Alex Lang yesterday, who frankly pitch up and in. They can't do it. They don't have control, good enough control, and you're going to keep hitting guys. He's been hit 21 times. This is 21 times with him not getting hit in April. So somewhere along the line, this scout report got picked up. He's been getting hit 21 times since May. By the way, the Indians have hit him 5 times. 5 times the Indians have hit him. I mean, if there was a team I want some retribution against them, this is the Tigers' first time, and I think the Tigers didn't realize what they were getting themselves into when they hit Abreu, because he said enough is enough.
You know, this is when you need a Jim Parquet to throw up and in. There you go. Against the Tigers in 2000. You remember that, Chuck? A real brawl at Comiskey. You remember this, right? The blood ball.
Yeah, I do. But you know what? You know how I mentioned that Abreu got hit by the Angels. Well, remember when Mike Wright came in? He was with Jim Parquet. Yeah. He came in and he threw at Otani. That was all because of what they did against Abreu. I mean, this was not... There's a threat for all of this, and you know, the White Sox and Tigers are meeting this weekend. They're on the south side. I have to listen. The Tigers did the White Sox a favor to get them ready for the playoffs a little more, because this is just going to be a home series between the White Sox and the Tigers. Oh no, everyone's going to be dialed in. I'm not saying there's going to be any retribution this weekend, but Sox players are invested to be giving more focus on those 3 games than they normally would be. So I thought that was a self-spot for what happened today.
I agree with you, Chuck. It's almost like a refocusing for the White Sox. After a while, you just get hit over and over again, and something has to be done. I like the aggressive slide by Abreu. Did you think? I'm sure you did as well.
Yeah, that was a legal slide. There's nothing wrong with it. He wasn't necessarily looking for a fight. He was just trying to send a message. And then Nico Goodrum kind of stood there with his hands out. I don't know what he said. I know I go off his body language. He was kind of like, what's the deal? And then Ryan kind of, that young pitcher kind of put himself in the middle of that, and that's the wrong thing to do. Monty Grandal was fired up, and Anderson was fired up. This series, he got hit. The Woodrock dugout, we're not pushing it on there. That's what the reason this team happened. I mean, 21 times. Did he hit Dave 21 times? The man has been hit 21 times. And I just had on he's on deck. I got it.
It was insane. I'm ready. Very quickly, Chuck, the Carlos Rodon update, please. I know Tony said it was an okay side session. He's pitching tomorrow. Is that right?
Yeah, I think it's smart. If you want to see if he's got something for the playoffs, this is going to be, all eyes are on him, and you believe that play. And because it's going to be a very interesting night, because what do you have? This is like his audition, I hate to say it, it's his audition for the postseason. Because obviously his bullpen session went okay, you don't hear that. But you've got some quick fielders for it that, what exactly is that? I don't know. But how he pitches tomorrow night will dictate if he's in this playoff rotation. If he's not, it's on the plan B, whatever that's going to be.
Hey, man, have a great rest of your day, okay?
All right, see you guys.
There he is. That's our guy, Chuck Garfien from NBC Sports Chicago and ESPN 1000. I like them. The Tigers?
Yeah, I was indifferent to them, but then what happened yesterday, it just rekindled my fire against them.
From the Jim Parquet.
Good morning.
Robert Smith. Remember that guy? Yeah, pain in the ass for the Tigers 20 years ago?
Good morning.
Waving at the crowd, making fear around that. Double birdies down the plate.
Good morning.
Here's Tony after the game yesterday when he tried to reporter Bruce the line question.
Good morning.
We talked about talking to Timmons and the rest of the umpires again.
Wake up, Mr. West, Mr. Fresh, Mr. By himself, he's so impressed. I mean, damn, did you even see the test? You got D's, motherfucker D's. Rosie Perez, and yes, barely passed. Any and every class, looking at every ass. Cheated straight on every test. I guess this is my dissertation. Homie, this shit is basic. Welcome to graduation. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. On this day we become legendary. Everything we dreamed of. I'm like a fly Malcolm X by any jeans necessary. Detroit red cleaned up. From the streets to the league. From an eighth to a key. But you graduate when you make it up out of the streets. From the moments of pain. Look how far we done came. Haters saying you changed. Now you doing your thing. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning.
All right, there's no need for the ageism.
Good morning. Look at the valedictorian. Scared of the future while I hop in the DeLorean. Scared to face the world, complacent career student. Some people graduate, but we still stupid. They tell you read this, eat this. Don't look around, just peep this. Preach this, teach us, Jesus. Okay, look up now. They done stole your streetness. After all of that, you receive this. Good morning.
Get on down.
Every time that we hit them, good morning.
Hustlers, that's if you're still living. Get on down.
Every time that we hit them, good morning.
Hustlers, that's if you're still living. Get on down.
Every time that we hit them, good morning.
Hustlers, that's if you're still living. Get on down. Get on down. Get on down. Get on down. Get on down.
Well, it is a weeping and a mourning and a natural thing. It is a weeping and a mourning and a natural
He is
thing.
enjoying his retirement, and he is having fun in anything that he does. He said, that's all I want to do is just have fun. David Letterman was over at Brooklyn Nets Media Day. Here's how it sounded.
Dave from Basketball Digest. Kevin, KD, why do people call you KD? Can I call you KD? Or?
Yeah.
Okay.
My first name is Kevin.
Right.
And my second name, my last name. My last name is Durant with a D.
KD. This year, what percentage do you plan on giving on the court? 90, 95, 100, 110? What are we looking at?
110.
110. I just got off the phone with the Dolan family, and they said that they're talking to the commissioner now. They're looking at working a contractual deal that will allow you, when you're not playing for the Nets, days off, you'll be able to play for the Knicks. Comments?
All right, Dave, that was the last one.
I'm sorry, was that a comment? Do you have a comment? Wrap it up. Okay. I'm being told my time is done. Have a great year. What about the Pelicans? When you guys play the Pelicans, does it kind of make you giggle?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, that's all I got. That's it, everybody. Thank you. Good night. Okay.
Good job, dude.
Good job.
You know, there's so much comedy in the awkward. It just is, right? It just, I mean,
call you KD.
It's just the comedy. If you don't get it, the comedy is within the awkward from David Letterman. Just making things just weird.
Now, did a media relations person have to go with David Letterman?
I think KD knows who that is.
With the beard,
I think KD would know who David Letterman is.
the J.R. Shaw's imitation beard.
I'm going to guess he knows. I'm going to guess.
So right from the get-go, he knew right away who.
He just knew this was not going to be a serious a series of questions. Correct. Like, okay, like, again, KD is a brooding sort, as we both know. But I think that he got a chuckle out of David Letterman.
He had to. Yeah. The real funny thing would be if he went back and
I hope that he knows, because you call him by name, right? And also we've got to check something else too. Danny, I think there is a Basketball Digest. Did you say you say Basketball Digest? Yes. Yeah, so I think there is.
There was. Guy that does writing for them, but I don't know if they're around anymore.
There's an NBA Digest.
Yeah, there used to be the little, like, size of the TV guide, the magazine, Basketball Digest.
I've read their stuff. Yeah, if it's basketball, more than likely I've read it.
And then I jumped over to Basketball News.
Basketball Digest has 28 followers on Twitter.
Yeah, so they're let's revive it. That's it.
Let's get back in there.
They're print magazines again.
Now listen, this is between me and the audience. I want to let you know that I have talked to Cap about reviving the Windy City Roundball Review. And Cap says no shot, no shot. Well, listen, I can talk you into it. If we have a nice dinner, nice conversation, nice hope, we can get you back in. Or you just over it. You don't have to do the writing anymore. You can hire a few people, go to a couple of public league games, go where the action is, bang, right back in. I want people to know that our partners and that DC Roundball Review, that was I'm telling you, in the neighborhood. People don't know who the hot stars were. Something against Taylor Bell or like Sacco and those guys in the past, but when you had the Windy City Roundball Review, you knew it was pure. You knew that he did the legwork, half going from place to place, getting sources, typing it in. Hey man, let me see that Windy City Roundball Review. Let me check that out. Oh, 15. Okay. All right, we watching it, right? Because that's when you knew. When Cap wrote it, gospel. Right?
That was where my whole career, really, after coaching, got going.
That's right.